All right, in the meantime, as we await your call, let's quickly furnish you with updates within the metropolis. I'm taking you to it, of course, the Ikorodu vicinity. Okay, that's within, that's on Ikorodu Road, by the way, Batola corridor. Earlier, there was an impediment of a broken down loaded truck, okay, with PSM. It was, of course, occupying about 50% of the road, and it had a mechanical fault at Batola environs. Now, we learned that this impediment, that the broken down loaded truck at Batola, which was occupying 50% earlier, has been evacuated successfully, and traffic is much better as we speak. Also, for those flying areas like Mount 12 corridor, earlier there was we had the presence of the men of Loma packing refuse, disposing refuse at Mount 12 immediately after the Ikeja axis. There is a steady ride along Anthony in its journey Maryland intersection. Moving ahead into Uduyalaru and Mobolaji Bank Anthony Way is good. Moving along Oba Akron Road, Kodeso Road, Local Airport Road, Oba Kinjobi Road, and GRA is also calm, cool, and collected with no impediment. And for those using the Oluti Inward Alakija environs, we learned of a report. This report involves a lone accident. Okay, so as we speak, there's a lone accident occurrence involving a loaded 40-feet marked truck that had a failure. That's a brake failure. And I learned that it climbed the covert at Oluti in Watalakija. Traffic managers are on ground managing the situation while awaiting a towing truck for evacuation. For now, traffic is not affected, and we do not have any backlog as we speak. So please, it's a weekend. Take it easy. No one is running after you. The roads are free. Drive with care and stay safe. I leave in the hands of Sean Damty, titled Legacies to Leventies, and after which we will be having Gold Digger by Breezy. So coming up right about now is Sean Damty, titled Legacies to Leventies. Enjoy.
Everybody, so we got a day. All day my head before I start that day. I deserve a got another bunch of rules. If you match a soldier now a holiday. Lord everywhere like saying a salad day. Oh, Mojuri, Motu, Migio. Legacies to Leventies. Now I'm back with my remedies. Big money, no noise. 8 digits, no choice. They say the rich also cry. Me rather cry in a Rolls Royce from O's. We got it from O's. Every day on my 10 toes, responsibility. Oh my God, now my hope, me I hope on everything you know, it's everything I know. Stand on my hometown, where the money day, it's everywhere I go. People see me asking where my father day. He go to do logic of a daddy. On my Sajade, motivate, call up Kujadi. Lord everywhere like saying a salad day. Oh, Mojuri, Motu, Migio. Legacies to Leventies. Now I'm back with my remedies. Big money, no noise. 8 digits, no choice. They say the rich also cry. Me rather cry in a Rolls Royce from O's. We got it home over food. Oh my God, every day on my 10 toes, responsibility. Oh my God, now my hope, me I hope on everything you know, it's everything I know. Stand on my hometown, where the money day, it's everywhere I go. transfer. Lego. If no be true love, oh, it can never be love. If no be by God, oh, it can never be done. But me, sorrow, baby, I'm dying for your love, oh. I will go, baby, I can body, oh. If I know, me, if I know, me, say they got my face if I no get money, oh. Say no go down, no, if I no press money, oh. If I know, me, if I know, me, say they got my face if I no get money, oh. Say no go down, no, if I no press money, oh. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá kọ́lẹ̀ oníbi tá ń pè gbà bábẹ́sẹ̀ mi sọ̀rọ̀ àdáìnò say you be gold digger. What goes up come down. Now love I know they do. Bami dele kò rí dán. Èmi ẹkùn jagun lọ bí mo ní wá rí dán. Ìfẹ́ rẹ̀ o lóhun méjì àfọwọ́. Ìfẹ́ rẹ̀ o lóhun méjì àfọwọ́. Say they got my face if I no get money, oh. Say no go down, no, if I no press money, oh. If I no me if I no me say they got my face if I no get money, oh. Say no go down, no, if I no press money, oh.
Spank, baby.
For timely, reliable, accurate, dynamic, innovative, and objective traffic reports. That's why we are your T Radio on 96.1 FM. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Yeah. Make we talk about tuberculosis, no be play, oh. Protect yourself, protect yourself. If you dey cough more than 2 weeks, oh, no just stay, go check am quick, oh. Fast. No be witch, no be cause. Na TB dey cause. If it spread when person cough, or when them sneeze or when them talk, but to get cure, no lose hope, quiet. Doctor go help you, no be joke. TB no be play, oh. Go test today, oh. Take your drugs, no delay, oh. Make we stop and play the way, oh. Cover mouth if you want cough. No they fear, make you talk. Speak up. If you get TB, take your meds. Yes. No stop halfway, make it end. Wash your hands, keep your place clean. No they share speech for the scene. Eat well, make body strong. Day. Together we go move along. Say no to TB. Protect your family. Early treatment be the key. We go fight them, you and me. Tuberculosis no be play, oh. Protect your family. Early treatment be the key. We go fight them, you and me.
Remember, TV no be play, oh. Protect yourself, protect your zone. This message is brought to you by Ibechuleki General Hospital, Akodo, Lagos, Nigeria.
I need you, you need me. Together we can make Lagos clean. Make sure you throw away your death properly, not inside canals to avoid flooding on our roads when it rains. Lagos Traffic Radio say keep Lagos clean, moving Lagos forward.
We are aware that you rely on us for updates
on traffic issues within and outside our state.
However, if you're trying to contact us and our line is busy or unreachable, please send us a message on 0809 912 0777, either as a text message or via WhatsApp. But please only contact us if you're not the one driving, to avoid stories that touch the heart.
The number again is 0809 912 0777, or you can call us on 0915 387 7127 during our shows. You can also connect with us on our social media platforms.
On Facebook, like and follow our page on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On Instagram, we are Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Traffic Radio 961. Our X handle is Traffic Radio 961. Send us an email on info@trafficradio961.ng. Our website is www.trafficradio961.ng.
Remember, at Lagos Traffic Radio, we're working with you to help move Lagos forward.
Texting or chatting while driving is not multitasking. It is driving blind. Drive to stay alive at all times. A message from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
Dear Lagosians, my name is Dr. Mrs. Ibijoke Sonwolu, wife of the Governor of Lagos State and the TV ambassador for Lagos State. Every year, millions of people are affected globally by this infectious killer disease known as tuberculosis. I am delighted to inform you that tuberculosis is not only preventable but also curable. This is through early detection, which saves lives. If you are having persistent cough spanning over 2 weeks or more, or cough of any duration for people living with HIV, fever, night sweats, and weight loss, quickly visit a nearby public health institution like the General Hospital, primary health care centers, or some selected directly observed treatment short course centers known as DOTS, and approved private hospitals for routine tests. Tuberculosis diagnosis and treatment are free and effective. Fellow Lagosians, let us spread the message. Get tested, and together we can end tuberculosis. Do not stigmatize and discriminate against people with TB. Yes, we can end TB by 2030 with sustained commitment, financial investment, and effective delivery of interventions. Our toll-free helpline is 3340. Act fast, end tuberculosis. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni.
Remember, TB no be play o. Protect yourself, protect your zone.
Don't you think it is better to get the updates fast and undiluted from a trusted and reliable source than to hear it from just any other station? Get the authentic traffic report from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Ebi mi ko gbe mo lowo. No be my power, say I buy house yo. Ebi mi ko gbe mo lola o. Olúwa ló fún mi lọ́mọ o. Na Jehovah dey bless me o. Make you no dey hate me. I no get your time o. Na Baba God dey bless me o. Make you no dey hate me. I no get your time o. Oh na 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 na. Mo ga ju ayé lọ o. Ẹ ò lè rí mi mú. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ń ṣe tèmi o. I'm higher than the world. Don't go get me o. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ́lẹ́dàá mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ń ṣe tèmi o. Make I live my life. Instead, make you dey pray. You dey carry my gist around o. Instead, make you dey work yo. You dey carry my matter around o. Na Jehovah dey bless me o. Make you no dey hate me o. I no get your time o. Olúwa dey bless me o. Make you no dey hate me o. I no get your time o. Oh na 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 na. Mo ga ju ayé lọ o. Ẹ ò lè rí mi mú. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ń ṣe tèmi o. I'm higher than the world. Don't go get me o. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ́lẹ́dàá mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ń ṣe tèmi o. Make I live my life. Oh na 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 na. Mo ga ju ayé lọ o. Ẹ ò lè rí mi mú. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ń ṣe tèmi o. My blessing dey vex you o. Lójó fún Chineke. Ìwọ kọ́ ló dá mi o. Jẹ́ ń ṣe tèmi o. Ẹ ò lè rí mi mú. Mo ti bẹ ẹlẹ́dàá mi o. Kó má tọ́ mi o. Mo lọ́jú kí lọ o. Ẹ ò lè rí mi mú. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ń ṣe tèmi o. Make I live my life.
All right, live your life because it's just one life you have. And of course, even as much as you live it, make sure you do it in moderation and in decency. All right, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, 6 more minutes to go before noon. And remember, we still have a very good movement within the metropolis. However, around Oluti in Alakija, there is a report of a lone accident involving a loaded 40-feet mark truck that had a failure, that's a brake failure, and climbed the covert at Oluti in Alakija. Traffic managers are on board and they are managing the situation effectively, while a towing truck is ready, getting ready for to get it evacuated, to get this impediment evacuated. Also, for those using also there is a report of a broken down articulated flatbed trailer having a mechanical fault. It's occupying 50% of the road. We're not set. Control room, kindly let us into this area because I can't seem to get that area. But a towing truck, by the way, have been contacted for its evacuation. All right, I want to believe this is around Mount 12. Remember, earlier we got an update of the PSP truck, that's the Loma officials, disposing refuse at Mount 12 immediately after the descent of the bridge in North Scotia, and it was, slightly affecting vehicular movement. Now I learned that there's another impediment now, a report of a broken down articulated truck. So literally, there is an impediment that broke down, just around the area that where we have the Loma personnel, doing their duties, and it's currently impeding the flow of traffic. As we speak, it's it's occupying about 50% of the road. A towing truck have been, contacted for its evacuation. However, it's hardened to the existing traffic caused by the activities of Loma officials clearing the refuse on this corridor. Traffic managers are on ground, not to worry, they're doing the needful. However, please, we need your patience at this time and cooperation. So please, wherever the lead, follow. And also, we got an update from our traffic mayor stating that there is a pocket of traffic on Otedola inwards Lagos. The cause of this traffic is due to an accident. Okay, we'll get further updates pertaining to that, but for now, be aware that there is a pocket of traffic. We have a pocket of traffic at Otedola inwards Lagos. And, I believe that it will be cleared in no distant time. But for those who will be using this environs that's coming into Lagos from Otedola, please pay attention to this and plan your movements effectively. In the meantime, please stay safe out there. Drive carefully. Remember to use your seatbelts, and please, if you see something, do not forget to say something by reaching out to the Lagos State Emergency Team using the number 767 or 112 and 122 within the Lagos Ibadan Expressway.
Governor Sanwo-Olu, Lagos lawmakers felicitate President Tinubu at 73. President Tinubu signed Investment and Securities Bill into law. And foreign South African envoy accuses President Donald Trump's administration of racism following deportations. And in sports, Nigeria stumbles against Namibia in Under-19 Cricket World Cup qualifiers opener. And now the details. I am Mike James. The Legacy Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has congratulated President Bola Tinubu on his 73rd birthday, describing him as a rare gift to humanity. He said President Tinubu at 73 deserves all the commendation for his contributions to politics, governance, economy, and the development of Lagos State and the country. Governor Sanwo-Olu, in a congratulatory message issued by his special advisor on media and publicity, Gboyega Akosile, described the president as an enigmatic, tested, trusted politician and a Democrat whose democratic credentials are materials for research in academic circles. The governor prayed that God will continue to give him strength, wisdom, and good health to continue to serve and direct the affairs of the country towards political and economic prosperity. Lawmakers in the Lagos State House of Assembly have joined other eminent personalities to congratulate President Bola Tinubu on the occasion of his 73rd birthday. This is contained in a statement signed by the chairman, House Committee on Information, Strategy and Security, Stephen Ogundigbe, on behalf of the Speaker, Mudashiru Obasa, principal officers, and other lawmakers. They extolled the President's remarkable journey of leadership and dedication, his commitment to human development and national unity, which has inspired countless individuals and communities across Nigeria and beyond. According to them, President Tinubu's steadfast approach to governance, ability to foster collaboration, and innovation is moving the nation towards a path of renewal and greatness. The lawmakers prayed for continued good health, long life, and the wisdom to navigate the complexities of governance and be blessed with the strength to realize his vision for the country. The lawmaker representing Kaduna's Central Senatorial District in the National Assembly, Lawal Usman, has strongly condemned the killing of some travelers from the northern part of the country in Uromi, Edo State. The lawmaker called on the federal government, the Edo State government, and security agencies to conduct a swift, thorough, and transparent investigation into the heinous crime and ensure that the perpetrators are brought to justice without delay. Usman, in a statement in Kaduna, vehemently condemned the wanton murder of the travelers, describing the killing of the innocent northerners in Edo State as barbaric and senseless. Expressing deep sorrow and regret, Usman stated that the victims, hard-working Nigerians who were merely pursuing their livelihoods, were brutally cut down in the prime of their lives. Usman commiserated with the families of the murdered travelers, describing the loss of their loved ones as a collective tragedy and praying that Almighty God grants them the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. And now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu has given presidential assent to the Investment and Securities Bill, providing for a robust regulatory framework in Nigeria's capital market. Commenting on this milestone, the Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, Emomotimi Agama, lauded the President's assent as a transformative step for the capital market. The SEC assures stakeholders of a seamless transition from the repealed ISA 2007 to the new regulatory framework, with engagements planned to ensure smooth implementation. It extends its appreciation to the National Assembly for its patriotism and dedication in enacting the new legal framework for the Nigerian capital market. The Act expands the definition of securities to cover investment contracts, ensuring that digital asset operators, exchanges, and service providers comply with investor protection standards. Some of the key reforms include the formal recognition of virtual assets, such as cryptocurrencies and as securities, bringing them under the regulatory oversight of the SEC. This development is expected to enhance market integrity and systematic risk management and boost investor confidence in Nigeria's financial sector, positioning it for sustainable expansion in the years ahead. The Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, has reaffirmed its commitment to fully implement the State Safety Program, SSP, for Nigeria, ensuring enhanced aviation safety in line with international standards. NCAA Director General Chris Najomo stated this at the closing ceremony of the ICAO West and Central Africa WACAF Regional Officers Assistance Mission to Nigeria held in Abuja. Najomo noted that Nigeria has made significant strides in its SSP implementation, including publishing safety management regulations in Part 20 of the Nigerian Civil Aviation Regulations, drafting the SSP manual, and developing the National Aviation Safety Plan, NASP. Also, Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, NSIB, Alex Badet Jr., emphasized the regional commitment to aviation safety. The SSP is a regulatory framework mandated by the International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, to enhance safety performance and address aviation risk unique to each member state. And in some foreign news, South Africa's former ambassador to the United States, Ibrahim Rasool, has told journalists that it is self-evident that there is racism with the President Donald Trump administration. 62-year-old Rasool was ordered to leave the U.S. last week after Secretary of State Marco Rubio called him a race-baiting politician who hates America. This came after Rasool accused U.S. President Donald Trump of trying to project white victimhood as a dog whistle. The diplomat cited the administration's emphasis on deporting migrants as well as the targeting of foreign students who had supported pro-Palestinian protests. The Trump administration has denied accusations of racism. U.S.-South Africa relations have deteriorated sharply since President Trump returned to power in mid-January. And then in sports news, the junior Yellow Greens of Nigeria did not make a perfect start to their quest for a 2026 International Cricket Championship on the 19 World Cup ticket after losing their first game against Namibia by 10 runs at the Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval in Lagos. Nigeria is hosting the final phase of the ICC Africa qualifiers with 5 other teams jostling for the sole ticket through the tournament. The junior Yellow Greens will be back in action on Sunday when they take on Tanzania in their second game of the series, while Namibia will face Sierra Leone in their second game at the Unila Cricket Oval. In the second game of the opening day, Kenya roared to victory with a dominant performance which saw them defeat Sierra Leone by 58 runs. And that was our news at 12. Just before we go, ensure you make use of your seatbelts while driving. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs. It's live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration empowered 600 women with ingenious business ideas to the tune of 4 billion naira through the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund LSCTFW initiative to empower Lagosians? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and members of the State House of Assembly have congratulated President Bola Tinubu on his 73rd birthday, describing him as a rare gift to humanity, extolling his leadership, dedication, commitment to human development and national unity. President Bola Tinubu has given presidential assent to the Investment and Securities Bill, providing for a robust regulatory framework in Nigeria's capital market. We also told you that South Africa's former ambassador to the United States, Ibrahim Rasool, has told journalists that it is self-evident that there is racism within the President Donald Trump administration. In sport, the junior Yellow Greens of Nigeria did not make a perfect start to their quest for a 2026 International Cricket Championship Under-19 World Cup ticket after losing their first game against Namibia by 10 runs at the Tafawa Balewa Cricket Oval in Lagos. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Kayode Mafalashire. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.
When going on interstate travel, please note the following security tips. Don't leave too early and don't be caught in the late hours. If possible, try and do away with titles on your phone book. While driving, focus on the road and ensure that every 5 to 7 minutes there is traffic on the returning lane. Do not exceed 100 kilometers per hour. This will help for timely judgment and to look out for traps and to appreciate the terrain. Don't use tinted sheets on your car. It passes a message to bandits and criminal elements that you are a uniformed man or woman. Always have a spare tire, plug, and fuel pumps in your car. Don't ignore this. Even if you're not the one driving, put your phone away and keep your eyes on the road. Moving in a convoy has proven not to intimidate criminal elements. If you must stop to buy food or ease yourself, take that break at a town or village. This is not the time to join a car or bus from undesignated bus stops, popularly called Sole. Get to the garage to do same, and please do well to fill that bus manifest correctly. It is for your own good. Lastly, do endeavor to update your in case of emergency eyes contacts before you embark on any journey, and if possible, have your health columns properly filled because medical personnel may need some information before relatives turn up. These are safety tips that will help tremendously. A message from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Lagos people, make una hear o. Wetin dey shele for we city no good at all o. Some people dem dey pollute the environment which we and in second wey dem suppose go do for latrine come dey do for every corner inside we city. Hell,
suffering from stomach discomfort? To ease the discomfort, Jawasil Antacid Suspension. Jawasil neutralizes acidity. Jawasil Suspension is available in 100 milliliters and 200 milliliters with NAFDAC certification. Proudly manufactured by Jawa International Limited, Plot 6, Abimbola Way, Isolo Industrial Estate, Isolo, Lagos. Email marketing.jawa@gmail.com. Jawasil Antacid Suspension, a potent antacid.
Hey, my dear people, Bodo Lagos. Nami be Dokita Ibijoke Sonwolu, First Lady and TB champion for Bodo Lagos. Shey you sabi say na 18 Nigerians tuberculosis dey kill every 1 hour, and say many more Lagosians dey for risk for this disease every day. Now through coughing and sneezing, tuberculosis dey spread from person to person. Your health dey important to me. So therefore, if you don dey cough for more than 2 weeks, you get chest pain, you dey tire, you lose weight, you dey sweat seriously for night, abeg go the hospital wey dey near you, go test body o. The treatment na free. If you test positive, start and complete your treatment. You wey no get TB, abeg no rubbish people wey get am. Make we support and encourage them to get better care for free. You fit protect your family and community from the spread of tuberculosis. Go for screening now. Make you live better life. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni.
From point to point on the road, rails, airways, and waterways, we'll bring you up to speed with the latest traffic news, plus views and comments from transportation experts. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Traffic news round the clock.
FA Cup quarterfinals this weekend, and we have some action-packed lineup for the match for this weekend. And of course, one of the teams that will be playing in the FA Cup quarterfinals, manager, with the series of problems that they have currently, has something to say, talking about the state of mind of the team, state of mind of the player, and even his belief for his team presently. I'm talking about Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. He has a thing to say about his team and if they deserve to be in the FIFA World Cup, or even the huge bonus that's coming to Manchester City. Welcome to Sports Trip on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. My name is Dari Johnson. It's good to be here. That's right. I had so much fun in the morning. I just couldn't finish my script because of the time, but now I have all of the time, and I'm being faced by beautiful faces here, which of course I will recognize for the end of the show. But let's go straight to traffic update now and see what we have on the roads. For traffic updates now, let's see, control room, never disappointing, always dropping back to back. For traffic updates now, let's see, it's not system, it's some sort of finally successful venture this time around. Okay, about the traffic updates concerning the 40-feet mark truck that failed, that the brake failed and climbed the cover at Oluti in what Alakija. Update from that area now, impediment now off the road and parity has been restored. Okay, still talking traffic updates now. So the last report, a report of a broken down articulated flat bend trailer having mechanical fault and has occupied about 50% of the road. Of course, tow truck has been contacted there. I have a call from the control room. Let's see what we have for that. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah. Emmanuel from control room.
Emmanuel from control room.
Yes.
Okay,
Hello,
go
am I
ahead.
audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, we have a case of an accident on the $10 bridge. Yeah, involving a tanker and a commercial bus. Yes, a Mazda commercial bus on the $10 bridge. The propeller of the tanker pulled off while on motion, so it rolled towards the incoming bus. But eventually, no cause for worry. The accidented bus has been taken off the road, no casualties. But presently now we are about towing the tanker off the road. So as a result, it has affected traffic. The extent of backlog now has extended towards fast games.
Fast games.
Fast games, yes. So that's the extent of the backlog presently. So the men of Nigeria Police Force and Road Safety are there, coupled with NASMA, managing the situation.
Okay, that's...
so it is a slow movement there at the moment. We are just imploring our road users now to be watchful and cooperate with our officials while approaching that scene of the accident, pending when we clear it off the road so that the road will be totally full. That is the current update along that area. And for those flying Lagos Ikorodu this morning, afternoon rather, they will start pulling out from inner Ikorodu is good all the way down to Ajegunle. Likewise, leaving Ajegunle, we are still enjoying good flow of traffic inwards journey Rasco. Meanwhile, right from Rasco now, a high influx of vehicular movement all the way down to Mile 12 Bridge. Likewise, for those ascending and descending Mile 12 Bridge, inwards Koshofe is also a heavy moving traffic this morning. But immediately after Mile 12, steady flow of traffic connecting K2. But immediately after K2, the traffic gets liberated again, all the way down to Maryland. Likewise, exiting Maryland to connect Fadeyi, all the way down to Ojoelegba is good to go. Leaving Ojoelegba linking Eko Bridge is good, but immediately after Ijora Lota intersection, descending inwards Akondon, the traffic is busy again, and that's as a result of the ongoing rehabilitation of the railings of the road there. That's around Eko Bridge, inwards Akondon. So that's where you have it busy, descending inwards Akondon proper. But inner part of Akondon is good. Broad Street to connect Akondon down in the beach is also a busy flow of traffic at the moment. So that is what we have for you currently at the moment. As soon as the accident on Otedola Bridge is off the road, I will keep you abreast.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the update. Right, about the traffic situation around Otedola, particularly the accident that has just been reported. A tanker and a bus collided. The accidented bus has been taken off the road, and of course backlog has been all the way to Fat Beams. It's causing serious slow movement. So you should really take it easy if you are applying that axis. And concerning Ikorodu Road, Ikorodu toward Ajegunle is slow. Mile 12 also heavy moving traffic, and K2 to Maryland is good to go. From just to make it short and simple, but then all the way to Ojoelegba, still a steady flow of traffic. And when you would have slow movement or busy movement is Eko Bridge inwards Akpongbon, but of course afterwards you still have it steady. And thank you so much, Control Room, for that update. We expect more from you, of course, as usual and as always. Let's go back straight now to sports updates as just get what we have lined up, particularly the action in the English FA Cup, the oldest cup competition in the world. And also in the Spanish La Liga, the French Ligue 1, the Italian Serie A, and of course the German Bundesliga. You're still listening to Sports Trip on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I did mention Manchester City's boss Pep Guardiola saying that his squad does not deserve any of the £97 million prize money in the Club World Cup pocket by winning the Club World Cup. If they win the Club World Cup, so that's about $100 million if Manchester City wins the FIFA Club World Cup this year. They really have been suffering a series of misfortune this season. Their performance in the Premier League is nothing to write home about. In the UEFA Champions League, nowhere. I think that the only cup that they could really have hope on is the English FA Cup, and they have to play this weekend in one of the quarterfinal matches. And I know that playing this weekend, they will be playing against AFC Bournemouth. That will be tomorrow, Sunday at 5:30. It's a tricky tie. It's a cup game. Bournemouth also wants to win the cup. That's the thing. It's not like in the league, right? If I lose this one, I'm going to win the next one. You lose, you go out. And it's the quarterfinals. Preston Northern also will face Aston Villa. Preston Northern are not a Premier League team, but Aston Villa are, and they really have been waxing strong with Unai Emery, the manager. Aston Villa also want to play in the Champions League next season, so their league performance is still encouraging. They can still catch up with the top four if they just hit the ground running and they continue to be in that state of mind. And also in the other quarterfinals, we see Fulham and Crystal Palace. That's a London derby there. There's Brighton hosting Nottingham Forest. As a matter of fact, all of the quarterfinalists, all the matches, you should expect fireworks, firecrackers in this quarterfinals of the English FA Cup. So the first game to kick off will be 1:15 p.m. today between Fulham and Crystal Palace. It's a London derby, and it's the English FA Cup quarterfinal. The other one will come about 6:15. That will be between Brighton and Nottingham Forest. That's also coming up today. Two quarterfinal matches today, and of course, remaining two quarterfinal matches coming up tomorrow. Another matches we'll see in La Liga. Real Madrid hosts Leganes. There is Deportivo de Alaves facing Rayo Vallecano. Espanyol versus Atletico Madrid. There is Real Sociedad hosting Real Valladolid. On Sunday, we'll see Athletic Bilbao hosting Osasuna. There is Getafe and Villarreal facing off. Barcelona will host Girona. There is also Valencia versus Mallorca, not forgetting Real Betis and Sevilla. In the Italian Serie A, we'll see Napoli versus Milan. That will be the biggest game of the weekend in the Italian Serie A. And the game to also look out for, Napoli still are fighting to win the Scudetto this season. Will be the second time, and of course, in this generation, or in this century, I should say, that's a game to really, really watch out for. Coming up tomorrow at 8:45 p.m. There is Inter Milan, Udinese also coming up. There's Fiorentina, Atalanta, Cagliari, and AC Monza. Still in Italian Serie A, Lecce and Roma. There is Juve and Genoa, Venezia versus Bologna, and Como facing Empoli. In the German Bundesliga, Bayer Leverkusen beat Bochum 3-1 last night, and they had so much to celebrate for. It's not like they have now jumped to the league leading position for the German Bundesliga, but the fact that they have now reduced the point between them and league leaders Bayern Munich to 3 points, even though Bayern Munich still have to play their game this weekend to match up with the match day. But they believe that since we can reduce points, we should really celebrate. Psychologically, it could send a message to our opponents, and also Bayern Munich would also make our fans believe that yes, it is still possible to catch up with the league leaders. Remember, it's just 3 points between them now until Bayern Munich play this weekend and win. But if they do not win, then that 3 points difference will remain the 3 points. But if they win, the 3 points changes to 6 points difference between the two sides. So for Bayern Munich now, they host St. Pauli at the Allianz Arena. That's a home game. That should give them the boost that they need. For other matches, will be Eintracht Frankfurt facing Stuttgart as Mönchengladbach hosting RB Leipzig. Wolfsburg versus Heidenheim. Holstein Kiel versus Werder Bremen. Not forgetting Hoffenheim and Augsburg. Dortmund will face Mainz. There is also Freiburg versus Union Berlin. Moving from there now to the French Ligue 1, Lille versus Lens. There is Auxerre and Montpellier, Toulouse and Stade de Brest. Just last night, Olympique Lyon did not get the results that they wanted. Playing away from home, lost to Strasbourg by 4-2. Isn't that beautiful? that's the game of football that you really, really want to bank on. Anybody can win. It's not like in the old days that you say, okay, it's Olympic Lyon. They definitely are going to win this one. So any team now can beat any team. Just in the case of Super Eagles and Zimbabwe, just last time out, ordinarily before now, it would have been Super Eagles straight win. It's Nigeria will beat Zimbabwe. But in this case now, Super Eagles even struggle to keep that 1 point that they got in. That even though we were playing at home in Nigeria, is one of the beautiful things in football. All right, continuing with the Italian French League on fixtures now. League leaders PSG will play away at Saint Etienne. That is Monaco and Nice. Not forgetting Stade Reims versus Olympique Marseille. All right, that's it for the fixtures lineup for this weekend in all the top 5 leagues across Europe. Moving on from there now to talk other sports. There is tennis Miami Open final. Novak Djokovic already in the final. I talked about it in the morning. And how is he going to go about it this final? He's looking for his 100th ATP title. Will he get it? Just last year, he fought in every sense that you can speak of to try and get his hands on the 100 career title, ATP career title. He did not get it. Can he get this time around? It is March 2025, or will he still have to wait until another opportunity? Not talking about Grand Slam now. It is the ATP career title. Will he win his 100? He's still on 99, and don't forget, he's still the most successful tennis player ever, surpassing Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. I will be back after this break. You're still listening to Sports Trip on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Stock traffic update again. An accident just occurred at Otedola Bridge involving a tanker and a bus. The accidented bus has been taken off the road, but the backlog has gone as far as fat beams. It could really be farther than that by now. But you need to take it easy. Please listen to traffic managers. Do not inconvenience other road users. Don't overspeed, because right in front of you there is a slow movement. So that's the reason why we are here, to keep you abreast of all that is happening on the roads. Okay. An accident has occurred at Otedola Bridge involving a tanker and a bus. The bus has been taken off the road and has caused a backlog all the way to fat beams as at the time of the report. So take it easy. Remember, you can be a part of the show. The number is 009-9120777. You can also send WhatsApp message using that same line. You can be a part of the show whether by contributing to the sports show, sports topic we're talking about, or giving traffic updates. That's why we are here. And to further continue with the traffic updates, Lagos Ikorodu Road, inward Ikorodu is good. I mean, inner Ikorodu rather is good. Ikorodu to Ajegunle is good. To Rasco is good. Rasco to mile 12 is good. But from mile 12 to K2 steady flow. So all the way to Ojuelegba is also steady flow. Okay, that's talking about Maryland and all of the other roads that bus stops rather that you would meet on the road. They are now where you would have traffic, slow movement is on the Coal Bridge in West Akpongbon, which is busy as reported. But afterwards, you have it really steady and good to go. That's about it for the traffic updates as has been reported. All right, moving back to sports update now. Let's talk tennis. Novak Djokovic beat Grigor Dimitrov to reach his first Miami Open final since 2016 and move within one win of his 100th career ATP title. As I said, beat Grigor Dimitrov just in 2 sets, 6-2, 6-2, just to get into that final. He's won it about 4 times already, talking about Novak Djokovic, and will be aiming to win that particular competition again if the opportunity presents itself. It's has done the hard job. It's gotten to the final. He gets to face whoever wins between Jakob Mensik and American Taylor Fritz, which of course we'll see what. Reports now says that he will be facing unseeded Czech player Jakub Mensik in Sunday's final. Mensik beat Taylor Fritz in a shocking result, 7-6, 4-6, 7-6. To progress to the final at the expense of American Taylor Fritz. So the battle in the final is between Novak Djokovic and the Czech unseeded player Jakub Mensik. But that's another tricky situation. Unseeded player that got to the final, that you cannot tell what you would expect from such a player. But then you will be facing against a 24-time Grand Slam winner in Novak Djokovic. Unless something out of the ordinary happens, I'm putting my money on Djokovic. All right, moving on from there to other stories in surrounding Miami opener. Sabalenka to face Pegula, that's Jessica Pegula in the Miami Open final. That's talking about world number Arena Sabalenka, who will now be facing Jessica Pegula in the Miami Open final today. That's talking about that final in the women's category of the Miami Open final. The Belarusian, who's 26 years old, is yet to drop a set at the tournament. I was in fine form as she stormed to a 6-2, 6-2 win over 60 Yasmin Paolini in the semi-final. That's another remarkable final to expect. That's I would really look forward to. The 2 finals of the Miami Open this time around really should provide fireworks. All right, that's what we're expecting. All right, continue with tennis now. Daria Kasatkina, just as I said, as I read out in the morning, has pledged allegiance to Australia, just switching from natural country of birth, Russia, to now represent Australia. It means that out of all the trouble that Russia can get themselves to in the world of sports, she from now on will not be affected. Now, she posted on social media and said that Australia is a place I love. It's incredibly welcoming and a place where I feel totally at home. I love being in Melbourne and look forward to making my home there. As part of it, I'm proud to announce that I will be representing my new homeland, Australia, in my professional tennis career from this point onwards. She has declared that. So it means that that is already done and dusted. All right. Moving from there now to go on another break just to talk traffic update. When we come back, I'll be talking about more of the stories lined up, particularly in Formula One and the NBA. And of course, I will be wrapping up the show. Still listening to Sports Trip.